Welcome to day one of the Resume Challenge. Here we are looking to overhaul our resumes to prepare for a typical increased number of job postings that happen after the summer months, it's September and October. And so we want to make sure that we can apply to any relevant jobs in the health informatics field with a relevant resume. So saying all that, we don't want to create generic resumes, and we want to tailor our resumes directly to the jobs we're applying to. So the first step, even before opening our resumes, is to take some time and research positions of interest. So here's a good time to use your favorite AI tool to help you in your job search. So I've received comments from listeners of the Health Analytic Insights podcast, which is the podcast I ran, providing tips to people on how to break into the health informatics field. I've received comments from listeners that they are unsure of where to begin with their job search. They don't even know what job titles they should search for. This makes sense because this field is relatively new in comparison to other established job fields such as a project manager or a business analyst. Therefore, tools such as DeepSeek, ChatGPT, and other websites are a great starting point to research job titles. So I'm going to share my screen now and do a quick search with DeepSeek. So you can see here that there are common job titles that you can actually start to look for in Indeed or LinkedIn. So the health informatics specialist, the clinical information analyst, clinical data analyst. If you're just starting out, a role like an analyst would be best. And then in a couple of years, you could go into like a specialist, and of course a manager, and some of the highest job titles are like a chief medical information officer. So looking for roles that start out as an analyst, a healthcare analyst, a clinical analyst would be great starting roles to start searching for in LinkedIn and Indeed. So you can see from using AI tools like DeepSeek, ChatGPT, and give you a sense of some of the common job titles in this field. And if you take those job titles and search enough job descriptions, you'll start to notice that some of the common skills listed in health informatics job roles include the ability to work in a multidisciplinary environment, querying and managing the data using SQL programming, experience with a data visualization tool such as Power BI, Tableau, understanding of clinical terminology, and a relevant degree. Once you get a sense of these job titles and these common skills, you want to go to your favorite job database search engine like LinkedIn, Indeed, and at this point you want to choose 3 or 4 similar roles of interest based on your geographical location and that are interest to you that you can now start to tailor your resume to. So the homework for this resume challenge is to find 3 or 4 roles that you're interested in by the end of today so you can start to tailor your resume tomorrow in day 2, where we will dive deeper into how you can tailor and custom your resume to a healthcare data analyst role based on those 3 or 4 job titles you've selected. So if this sounds of interest to you, you can sign up to my newsletter in the description box and in a pinned comment so you can get notified when I'm going live and bring any questions you might have about restructuring your resume tomorrow. Thanks, and hope you have a wonderful day.